Tiffany Ferrari from All Life Skills. Everything about me is on my website. And it's not really about me, it's about you, your journey, your pathway, your stepstones. Today I'm here with Danielle from Alchemy Administrative. And Danielle, it's actually your fault this whole thing exists.
Wait, what?
All right. So a few weeks ago, Danielle and I were on a call. We were going through some business stuff and she was stuck. See this so often. Well, it happens to me all the time too. I'm always on the phone with you when I need to get unstuck. Well, you and several other people. Oh, you know that feeling when you're spinning your wheels and nothing works? Too much to do, not sure where to start, motivation is lacking.
Yeah, that that was me. I was just feeling super overwhelmed. I have a ton of client stuff. My admin items are piling up. The holidays are coming. I was just in survival mode.
We had this conversation. Actually, I did what I always do when people are stuck. I told her to pick one thing, one stepstone, just one. What's the thing that if you did it this week, everything else would be easier? Just one thing. And particularly, we were talking about the holidays at that point,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
We were talking about the struggles with having more than one family and who goes where and alternating Christmas and New Year's or Christmas and Thanksgiving. And so, did you pick one thing?
Did I picked the one thing? Just one thing too, which was hard because I get my wheels turning and I want to pick like several different things and everything. But it was good to just hone in on that one thing that I could do. And it really helped me get back on track. So it's good.
Well, tell them what happened.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm a list girly through and through. And so, in terms of my husband and I creating traditions, we are newly married and wanted to see what kind of traditions we wanted to make for ourselves. So, we decided to make a list of traditions that would potentially be fun for us to do. And that in itself actually became the tradition. Um, and so we're going to pick from the list every year, like what a cool thing would be and add to the list every year and everything. And then I went a step further and was actually able to start implementing one of the traditions that we wanted to do within our household. And we've been doing it on a daily basis. And it's been really fun and uplifting. It's created a ton of momentum, not only in our personal relationship, but just like within myself for the holidays and being around other people within my business. And I didn't realize that it could just be like that simple.
I love that so much. There was so much overwhelm at that point. I remember just trying to get you out of this spinning that happens in our head, and we just keep saying the same thing over and over to ourselves, and we get really stuck.
Yeah.
And sometimes just taking it down to a basic one thing like that. And for you, it was the holidays and how do we prioritize it and the list. It was the holiday list for you.
Yeah.
And we discussed making it more fun, more engaging, prettier. Did you do any of that?
Oh yeah, it has like Santa and the Christmas tree and all of the like candy canes and everything around the border. And then we have like
You
little
really made it
checklists
your
that we can
own.
check it off. And Josh even got into it and put a few like ideas in there and everything. And we love looking at it. And we've added a couple things just like out of a random conversation that we've had that'll be fun to do if we implement them this year or just in future years. So it's going to be a fun thing to just like keep building on. It's really fun.
My business partner and I, very dear friends still, we created a program for our clients called Thrive Through the Holidays. It was a game, and we were working in fitness at the time. And we were noticing that our clients pretty much lost all of their health habits, many of them during the holidays. And then in the new year, we're very frustrated how the year started. So it was not meant to be anything hard. We wanted it to be simple and fun and creative. And we really wanted it to be our clients' own program. And so I went back to our old files and I found Thrive Through the Holidays, the game, and repurposed it for now. And Danielle at Alchemy Administrative has been a huge help walking through this and making it modern, making it relevant and fun and creative. So we've been working on that together, and Uplift Through the Holidays is ready. And we thought a video to go with it would be really helpful.
Yeah, definitely. So, so basically, my chaos created this.
Yeah, it
But
happens,
we
right?
are. Yeah.
So we're here regularly, I think, to do some conversations. We'd like to engage you. We'd like to know what you're struggling with, what we might help with. We'd like to know what kind of creative things you do, like maybe making a list for the holidays just for you. For me, it was lights. Empty nesting after my son left. Well, it was funny. I told my son I wanted to put up 10,000 lights, which I thought was a really big number. And he looks around, he's like, Mom, I'm pretty sure we already have 10,000 lights. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So I upped my number, and this year my son is coming home for this Christmas. So this year I'm going for 1 million lights.
A
One
million.
million lights.
I love
We're
that.
gonna light it on up. It's gonna be big. It's
Deck the
gonna be
halls.
bold. Right.
That's amazing.
Hopefully you won't be able to see my house from the surface of the moon, but you never know. It's certainly
Well,
possible.
if you do, then you're uplifting the universe at that point. So,
Exactly, exactly. And that is that what we called it this year. My 2025 word of the year was uplift, and it seems like a good fit. So, and uplifting has to help happen for ourselves first. That's why identifying what the most important thing to you during the holidays is, and then making sure it's well integrated into a balance of things in your life, is great. Sometimes we eat too much, sometimes we drink too much, sometimes, all that pumpkin spice stuff, we've got to try it all. It can be a little much, but a little bit every day. I bought a nice cinnamon roll yesterday, one of my favorite things.
yeah.
Got a coffee with a friend and split the cinnamon roll with my husband because it was very big. And I got my cinnamon roll fix with half the calories.
There you go. That's a win in my book. I love
Full
that.
enjoyment, half the calories, right?
Yes.
Anyway, movement is really important and being well during the holidays. It's a core value for me. I watched my parents struggle with health and decided I wanted to have a different path. And I'm not stupendous at going to the gym and being fit all the time. And I always joke that I'm in fitness just so I can eat dessert.
Sounds good to me.
I don't really understand people who don't eat dessert, but
Sign me
to
up.
each
You
his
gotta
own.
have balance, right? So,
We do.
yeah.
And we hope you will come along. And we're going to invite you to come and jump in. We're on a Zoom call this week, which is our first. So learning some new things, right, Danielle?
Yes, always.
I really didn't want to talk at people. I really want to talk with people. That's
Yeah.
super important to me. But we have this Uplift Through the Holidays program that's coming out. And it's coming out in an email. We're going to put this video link in there, and hopefully we get some uplifting. People get a little excited about doing great things for themselves during the holiday. 10,000, oh, 1 million lights,
Yeah.
or a fancy list, or whatever it is you need for you. I know after each of my parents passed away, I just took Christmas off. I didn't do Christmas. As a matter of fact, you were with me
Hmm. I was.
for Florida. I
Yeah.
just took a month in Florida.
Honestly, one of the best trips that we've
Yes.
ever taken together, although not from something that was, easy to deal with, but it was a good way to still be there and uplift each other even when times were hard and different and still be able to like support each other, which I think is really important, even if it doesn't look like the traditional Christmas. We still made
Yeah.
it our own, and it was such an
Yeah,
amazing.
we had Christmas crocodiles, alligators,
Yeah,
Christmas
all of them.
reptiles. around
Literally
and
everything, giant birds in the middle of the street.
giant birds, so many giant birds. Remember that one that
Yes, we didn't
just
need an
kept
alarm
going and
clock,
going and
that
going.
was for sure.
We heard it was looking for a mate, but it was the only one, so there was no mate to be had.
Yeah, poor
Keep
guy. He was just
yelling, dude.
late to the game.
Right. Oh my gosh, it was a fun trip. Lots of jacuzzi time and long walks and sunshine and just what my soul needed that year to heal.
Yeah.
And sometimes we need that for ourselves. I know somebody I know lost a child recently, and that yeah,
So
several, yeah,
it's hard.
super hard. The hardest thing going through grief.
Mhm.
And hopefully, if you're going through any of that, you still have to put one foot in front of the other every day. Um, joy might be too high a bar to start with. Just getting out of bed sometimes, and just doing the one thing. But with the one thing I know for sure, and the reason you were there in Florida is that year my emotions were swirling really bad and I was having trouble getting a hold of them. And I needed to have time with somebody I cared about, somebody stable, somebody who knew me and heard me, and could support me. And we had some other family members around as well. And it was just a beautiful time.
It's important to have that as well. Like, hopefully, everybody has that, at least one person that they can go to when something like that is happening in their lives and they just need a little bit of extra support. I feel really grateful to have that relationship with you and everything. I know that's something that I've also implemented, which I hadn't thought about it, but it's been sitting here on my desk that I'm actually going to implement for the holidays as
I know
well.
that book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I just got it. And it's really funny. I wanted to add this in here because my husband and my dad, who are not really emotional men necessarily and very cerebral,
especially your dad, that old
especially,
cowboy.
yeah, we love a Capricorn, don't we? They had this book before I did. And I was like, okay, well, if the men are on it, then I got to get on it. And I think that this is going to be a really good way for me to kind of stay in touch with even just like myself and that one next thing every day that I can do to kind of stay intentional throughout this time. And even though it kind of seems and can be overwhelming for me for a lot of people, I think that something like this, like a tool like this, is going to be really helpful. So I'm excited to dive in. So thanks for sending it to me.
Oh, thank you so much. It's
Anything that comes from your heart is honestly something that I just want to read, connect with, listen to. So always here
and
for.
that's the thing, right? A lot of times we're so in our head, we miss what's in our heart. Taking that deep breath, slowing down, really connecting to the weather and the beauty and the animals. We just had our animals jumping up on us.
Yeah, I did to do that.
We want you to be uplifted through the holidays, and we're issuing that challenge. Turn it into a game if you would like. If you'd like to report back to us with what you're doing, that's great. You can show up live, or you can let us know, and we'll talk to you. We're your
Yeah.
friends. We're better together. Corey is the one who has that slogan, better together. And she's right. We are better together. So we're there for you, friends.
I'll cheers
Go
with my
forth,
coffee.
uplift so you can thrive.